Hello and welcome to Katrinas Creations. Today I am up in the yarn cave, or the craft cave. It's warm up here because I don't have the air conditioner going up here. And because we have a window air conditioner, I can't open the window. But let me turn you around so you can see what I'm going to be showing you. So this is my yarn storage right here, and I'll be talking about that unit in just a few minutes. And then we have over here, which has my books and stuff, and these are kind of leftover yarns. I'll talk about those. This I'm not going to open because it will attack me, because that is where my blocking boards are, and just odds and ends are stuffed in there. So let's get started with these bins. This first bin here is leftover yarns that are wool based. So there's some leftover Knit Picks palette. I use 1 gallon Ziploc bags for like things I don't want to unroll, or little teeny bits and pieces. Or if I know there's yarns I want to go together, I will put them in a bag so I don't forget that I wanted to put them together. So this is just leftover wool yarns. Down here, these are leftover acrylics from different projects that I have. And then in here is my hand spun yarn. All of this is stuff I have hand spun. And I'll be honest, I probably won't use it. It is rustic yarn, and I actually have more than that. I'll show you what else I have of it. These are actually hand dyed by me. I did not spin these, but they're hand dyed. These are also a rustic wool, so none of these are going to feel soft to the touch. They will felt if you knit or crochet and put them through the wash. So I've been doing a little sorting for an upcoming other yarn sale that I'm going to do. But if you're interested in any of these, I'll put down here on the screen what I'm asking for them. And same goes for those down there. So those are hand spun or hand dyed wool. And it is 100%. I think they're like Peruvian wool, not positive. Some of it is. So now we'll get started with this unit. I don't remember where I bought it from. I keep thinking Amazon. If I can find where I got this, I will put a link down below in the description box. It's basically like a little locker unit. I will be honest, sometimes the doors don't line up as well as I'd like them to. I don't know if that's just from assembly error or what, but the thing I do like with having these is it does keep the dust and stuff from getting in on them. So inside, they are like a solid plastic here. I mean, well, solid. They're like a vinyl here and here, and then they have like a grid on the bottom, and you just snap them together. So, and they come in different sizes. I think the one I have is the largest, so it's 4 across and 4 tall, but you can assemble them in different like patterns. So anyway, I'll put the link to it down below if I can find it. So these are acrylics. They are Brava speckled, I think. This was Brava speckled. I have 3 of those. These 2 I got at a warehouse sale. They are Stitch Studio. So I have 2 of those. These are the last, I think. No, I think I have one more skein. This is that hand-dyed Heaven that Lion Brand used to carry, and I had this all balled up and then didn't end up using it in a project, but that's 3 skeins of that. I think I have one more left. I loved that yarn. I wish they'd bring it back. But that's that compartment. Down here, a lot of this I got at Hobby Lobby. That's where I got this when they had their clearance sale. So this is some Yarn Bee Wrapology, and I have 2 of those. I have 3 of the Love Metallic by Red Heart, and it's black. I want to eventually, I have 3 skeins of this. I want to eventually make a black shawl out of it. I have a small, like, summer weight black shawl, but I'd like to have like a winter, little warmer one that's a little bit bigger, because the other one I have is just basically for your shoulders. It's not a full wrap around yourself type of shawl. And then back here, I have, and I think I got these also at Hobby Lobby. I have 4 skeins each. Yeah, this is Hobby Lobby. This is the Baby Bee, and this one is grays. I don't know how well it's going to show up, but it's grays and a blue, and it's kind of a boucle type of yarn. I have 4 of those, and then I have 4 of them in this color, which is the gray and the white and the yellow. So that's what's in that one. Down here is miscellaneous acrylic yarns. Most of them, except for this one, I think are Lion Brand Brava, and this one, I forget what this is. This is Rewind tape yarn. So the rest of that is Lion Brand Brava yarn. And then down here I have some cottons. This is Ice Cream from Lion Brand. And then we have some comfy cotton here in the back and some Yarn Bee. This is from Hobby Lobby. I have two of these to make like a summer weight fall color sweater. So I have 2 of these. I think it's like 800 yards per bundle, something like that. And this is from Hobby Yarn. And it is and this is from Hobby Yarn, and it's a cotton. Oh no, it says baby wool. So, and that's in a ruby red color. Next up, I have 3 skeins of the Euro yarn. This is from Knit Crate, and this is Cotton Basics. It's a Pima cotton, I believe. And I have 3 of those. It was called Glazed. It's kind of a purpley blue. And then I have an odd random yarn. I got this up in Connecticut. Does it say what it's called? It just says Worsted Merino. I don't know who the maker was, but yeah, it's real pretty. It's got purples and teals and my kind of colors. Purples, teals together. And then I'm thinking of combining it with some more yarn from Knit Crate. This is also Euro yarn, and this was called Stardust. And it's kind of a purpley blue as well, and I have, I think, 4 skeins of that. Yeah, 4 skeins of that. So you can see how it would look with those. So I think I could put them together kind of well. And then here I have some random, this is West Yorkshire Spinners, and this is a mini skein that goes along with it, so I thought about making a little cowl or something out of it. So the next row down here has, this is yarn I bought years and years and years ago from a company that's out of business. It was a hand dyer up in Maine called the Purple Fleece, outside of Thomaston, but yeah, she's closed now. But yeah, it was hand dyed, and it's a gradient. I just never figured out what to make with it. This is a random skein. It was sent to me by I think this was sent to me by Sarah Oliver. So, and this is John Arbin Textiles. So we have that, and then this is something I also bought years ago, and the label's missing. I cannot remember the name of the company that sold these either, that started with a Q. This is a sock blank, so you unwind it, you unravel it basically, and knit your socks. So that's still sitting in there. Then I have a bunch of Touch of Alpaca. This is Lion Brand. I have 5 skeins of that. a random skein of Happy Feet, hand-dyed. It's a Plymouth yarn. I have no clue where I got this from. No idea. But anyway, it's pretty. I just don't know where I got it from. And then this over here is a random bunch of Cloudborne yarn. It used to be carried by, I think it was Craftsy years ago, but that's Cloudborne. I think other companies carry it too. It's sock weight yarn, and it's just, I bought it actually to make socks out of it, or leg warmers, and I just never got around to doing it. So that's in like grays and browns and blues. Down below here I have some more Knit Crate yarn. Look at that gorgeousness. This is super, super soft, but I just have 2 skeins. This is also, I love this one. See the sheen on this? I have no clue what it's going to go for, but I do like the colors in it. And then I have 3 skeins of this, and this is Chill, which is super soft, and it's like a denim color. Down here, that is just a random bunch of lace weight yarns, and I don't knit with lace weight or crochet with it anymore. It's just too hard on my eyes, but that's what I've got left over. If I sound out of breath, it's because it's hot up here on this second floor. It kind of is a bedroom that sits up in an attic. Sort of like our 2 bedrooms up here are spare rooms, and they kind of sit up in an attic, so we don't have our air conditioning, our central air on yet. So anyway, that's why it's warm and if I sound out of breath. So this is more Knit Crate. That's about the right color too. Knit Crate Celestial. And then I have 2 random skeins. This is also knit, all of this is Knit Crate in here. This is like a blue heathered yarn, and it's a chain, you can see it. And then I have 2 more skeins. This is Vitalana, which is also Knit Crate. Now what I did see that would look neat, I just don't know if I could combine the stitch counts, or the type of yarn, because of the chain in it. But if you put all 3 of these together, they don't look the greatest on camera, but in person they look pretty good, because there is some of this color in here, right here, and there's some of this color down in here. So it does share the color. I just don't know, because of this chain style and this is just a regular twist, whether that's going to work or not. This mess in here, I have it divided because it's all in sweater quantities of yarns I am combining. Most of these are finger weights, so there's this batch, which are different shades of blues, and then here's some more blue. Some of these I got up at Webb's in Massachusetts. Here's some kind of fall colors. And here's some additional yellows and golds. And then I have some pinks back here. And then I have this yarn that I was going to combine. You can see this is a Knit Crate, and it's a brown and white twist. And then I had this same brown in the Cloudborne, there you go, then the Cloudborne fibers. And they go very nicely together, so that might turn into something. The sweat is dripping off of me at this point. This is all Knit Crate yarns, and they're all kind of fall colors, neutrals and fall colors. And then down here is also some Knit Crate yarn. I have 5 skeins of it. And it looks black until you look in the bright light. There you can see it. It is a deep, deep, deep purple. You could actually wear it as a black and probably nobody would ever know the difference. It's almost an eggplant or aubergine type of color. So only in the bright light. I have a window right here. That's why you can see it. You can see it's actually a purple. the top shelf here, this was some, I believe this was also from Knit Crate, and I wound it up to work on a shawl from the Mina Phillip, the Knitting Expat. I did a test knit for her, and this was some of the leftover yarn. It was a inspired by the Creative Grandma. That was the yarn that this went to. So I have that. I have these two random Frog Tree Alpaca Sport. I don't remember where I got them, but I intended to put them together. I don't know if I ever will. I have lots of purple. And then this is another yarn that I thought would go well together. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There you go. It's got browns and blues, and I had some brown yarn I could mix it with, as well as some solid blue. Here is some more fall color yarns that I've got. They're all different shades of like golds and browns. Apparently I like those shades as well as the purple and teals. And then the bottom one down here, I have this pretty green that I bought years ago at the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival, and then I have some solid greens and a mix to put with this to make something. And then in the back is some more purple that's also Knit Crate, and then I have this kind of rosy color here that is also Knit Crate. Yeah, so that's what I have in there. So as you can see, I'm a little warm from tipping upside down, opening the cabinets, but like I said, it's hot up here. So let's go downstairs and I will show you the yarn I have down there as well. So now I am downstairs, and downstairs I just have these 5 bins that have yarn in them. So we'll get started up here at the top. This is some of the yarn that I am currently making, that I jokingly called the giant pumpkin, or the great pumpkin. That's what this is in there for. I have some Gazelle baby wool. This is from Hobby Yarn. And then I have some chain ply white. This is Knit Crate. And I also have I have 4 skeins, 2 of this kind of tangerine color and 2 of this color here, kind of a burnt orange. I thought they'd be pretty together. Down here is kind of some leftovers. Here's some more yarn. I don't know where I got it from. I have 2 skeins of it. They're single spun. I don't know, is there a tag on it anywhere? No tag. Oh, wait a minute. I see a tag. Ah, these are Malabrigo yarn, silky merino, called Electric Slide. I have no clue where I got it from. So we have that. We have some scrap balls of yarn down in here, and my yarn bowl. Up here, I have some more of that Creative Grandma yarn I was talking about upstairs. This is some more of it here. And I have this light lavender that I thought would look pretty with it, because it does have lavender in here, and some white to go with it. And then I have some yarns, because apparently I also like fall colors, so I have a lot of this with these kind of gold colors in them. I haven't figured out how I'm putting them together yet, but you can see those all match. And then I have this dark brown here, as well as some other browns and golds here. So I have to play with those to see how they're going to go together. And then I have these pretty teals here, which actually this will probably go with it. It matches it better. So we have those. Over here I have some, I think these are ice cream yarn. No, this is Brava. This is more of the Brava worsted. I have like 3 or 4 skeins of that. And then I have a bunch more comfy cotton. And I have some, what's this down here? I have another comfy cotton in, surprise, fall colors. And then down here are all my sock weight yarns. So I hope you've enjoyed the tour of my yarn storage overwhelming supply of yarn that I still have. There will be another upcoming yarn sale once I get it all sorted out, so be watching for that, and make sure you come back. Oh, my glasses aren't staying up and they're steaming up. Come back again tomorrow for our regular Saturday video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.